There's no debating it. President Trump has made firing back on his opponents his own personal calling card.
I've told her I don't like, the administration.
From the husband of his own senior advisor.
He's a whack job, there's no question about it.
To the late Senator John McCain.
Not my kind of guy, but some people like him, and I think that's great.
President Trump brings a certain level of fight to the Oval Office.
When you attack him, he will punch back 10 times harder.
Campaign trail was no different. Remember Lying Ted, Low Energy Jeb, or Little Marco? So is there room for civility among the 2020 Democratic hopefuls? Might there be a Mr. Nice Guy or gal? Presidential hopeful Cory Booker thinks so.
There's a lot of folks who want to fight fire with fire. I ran a fire department. I don't think that's a good strategy.
Candidate and Afghan war vet Pete Buttigieg, however, is taking the fight squarely to the president and Vice President Pence.
How could he allow himself to become the cheerleader of the porn star presidency?
So what's a candidate to do?
He allowed first-degree murderers to have weekend passes from prison.
Former presidential contender Michael Dukakis, who knows a thing or two about the power of a persuasive ad campaign, gave the Boston Globe this advice for would-be Democrats. He's a nickname guy, and we know he's a congenital liar. I'd start calling him Pinocchio and stick with it. But former Obama faith director Michael Ware told CBN News leaning the other direction is pivotal.
The way to restore sort of a sense of hope and some basic level of trust in our civic processes is not to imitate Trump, but to reclaim civility. There's a big appetite, not just among Democrats, but among Republicans.
He may be onto something. Axios put together a focus group of Trump voters from Wisconsin, a swing state. They're happy with policies, but not the rhetoric. But do Democrats have the willpower to go high when the pressure against civility comes from within? Remember when former VP Joe Biden said this about Mike Pence?
It was followed on by a guy who's a decent guy.
Just days later, he walked it back after pressure from LGBTQ rights activist Cynthia Nixon. Still, the former Veep insists there's room for civility.
We don't demonize our opponents. We don't belittle them. We might even say a nice word every once in a while about a Republican when they do something good.
It's a long road to 2020, and as with all things, time will tell. Amber Strong, CBN News, Washington.